And all right. Nice to see everybody. So many smiling faces. And let's bring our awareness to our spine. I just like to align at the beginning of our classes. We align ourselves between earth and heaven, align ourselves to earth and heaven. And the easiest way for us to think about that is with our spine, our back. So if you're noticed you're crumpled down, just go ahead and lift. Draw your head back onto your spine. So it's a little bit of this. And then the chin tucks slightly. So you do want to feel the back of your neck, your sacrum, your lumbar spine. And then let's take a deep breath so we sense our thoracic spine. Let's go ahead and close our eyes, bringing ourselves into the present moment. Do a little check. Let's start with our state of mind. Just notice and take a deep breath into your mind. Imagine it as a soothing wave, calming rough waters, smoothing it all out. And then notice the state of your emotions. And let's smile to our emotions as a grandparent might smile at their grandchild. And then you notice how your body's feeling. Is there tension in your face? And you can relax it. How's your neck and shoulders? Take a deep breath into these areas. And as you scan your body, notice it softening as you bring your awareness to different areas. You can scan down your arms. You might notice a little heaviness and relaxation. Is your belly tight or loose? Do your hips feel stiff? And breathe into your hips. Imagine the breath creating more space. How are your legs? Can you sense your knees softening, your ankles softening? It's amazing what happens when we bring our awareness to different areas of our body. And then smile to your body. Thank you, body. I'm going to read a passage today from 365 Tao, Daily Meditations from Deng Dao. And he was the first Taoist author I ever read 25 years ago. He wrote The Wandering Taoist, and there's a kind of a 3 parts. And so that's where I began. And it was a kind of a fictionalized autobiography, if you will, a story of his teacher. And I've read other books by him, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be taking a class with him starting next week. So it all comes full circle. The one I'm reading today was actually from, I think it was from yesterday's reading. I really liked it. It is called Meditation. And we're going to do a little meditation and breath work after the reading. So I think it's a nice way to guide us into that place of peace and calm. Sit still and disengage normal activities. Draw energy from the earth. Admit power from the heavens. Fertilize the seed within. Let it sprout into a flower of pure light. Let the brightness open the top of your head. Divine light will come pouring in. Your mind is empty. Light seeps into your whole body. Try to embrace the brilliant flood of light. Your skin turns transparent. How can a bag of skin hold divine magnitude? Your last vestiges burn away in a torrent of infinity. Only after an indeterminate time do you return. Flesh, blood, bone. Were you gone? Or were you never here in the first place? Where is the torrent? It is not gone. You've only closed to it once more. So I'm going to invite us to open up to that torrent again, that light filling our bodies from heaven. How does that make you feel? Can you feel it flowing from your head and neck and shoulders down your arms? Can you breathe it to the center of your mind? What do you see with your closed eyes? Can you sense the light coming into your throat? And then let's breathe that white light right into our lungs. Sense your lungs and your chest inflating and deflating. These vital organs that capture oxygen that we need for every cell of our bodies. Imagine the light flowing into the rest of your body. As we breathe into our lungs, we breathe in accepting what is. Accepting what is. And you can say to yourself, I accept what is. And when we accept what is, we can move forward. We're not stuck in wishing things were another way. We're not resisting. We're accepting and then moving towards wherever we want to move towards. This involves courage. And let's breathe in a breath of courage. Sometimes it's hard to move forward into the unknown, the unfamiliar. We need strength to do so. So we breathe in strength. And as we breathe in strength, not only for our lungs, it's for fortitude going forward. As we smile to our lungs, we breathe in dignity. And then I smile to my lungs as I breathe in the torrent of light from heaven, which brings in great inspiration. Thank you, lungs. Air is associated with lungs, metal is associated with lungs, crystals are associated with lungs. And we want to breathe in that energy of the metal, which is strong, it's reflective, it can be melted, it can be thick or thin. And we value metal, and it reminds us to value ourselves. Just as we value silver coins or gold coins, we are valuable. And breathe in the light of knowing that you are valuable. Thank you, lungs. And then let's smile to our hearts. Imagine that seed that the reading talked about, that seed, we fertilize the seed and then it blossoms. So as if our heart was a rose, we imagine the tight bud of a red rose, and then it softens and opens up. And imagine your heart doing the exact same thing. We breathe in love. And as we breathe in love, it allows our hearts to expand. We breathe in joy and passion. And what is passion? I think about this. We hear passion related to love. I love passionately and deeply. But it's also related to our lives and what we like to do or what we love to do. Are you passionate about birds or flowers or butterflies or painting or music? And we want to follow our passions. I understand this. I've heard that my whole life. But you want to do what makes you happy. And the heart is associated with passion and love and joy. So we give ourselves permission to follow our passions, to laugh, to be with friends. The element is fire. And fire is like the spark of creation. Creativity lives in our heart. It's getting windy here. Thank you, heart. Breathe in that deep blood color into your heart. Thank your heart. And imagine your heart pumping your blood into every extremity, every cell, down to your fingertips and toes and up to the top of your head. And let's bring our awareness to our livers on the right side of our bodies, underneath the rib cage. And here the light turns into a brilliant green. That's the first grasses of spring, the first leaves that pop out of the trees. Breathing in the color green. And here we invite flexibility to come into our bodies, our hearts, and our minds. How lovely not to be stuck in our own thoughts. How wonderful to be open to new things, different ideas, different viewpoints. Listening. I think listening is a big part of the liver energy, the energy of springtime. The trees listen to the wind and they bow If there's a big gust, they bend, just like we bend when maybe things go off the rails a little bit or things don't happen as we imagine them to. We go with the flow of the wind. Breathing in the green again. Let it light up your right side. We become forgiving. We forgive ourselves, we forgive others, and we let go of anger, resentment, envy, jealousy. Let's take a deep breath, and with the exhale, let's blow it out through our mouth, consciously letting go. And with the inhale, bathe yourself with forgiveness. Thank you, liver. And let that heavenly light flow into your left side. This is where our spleen and stomach lives. The color of the spleen and stomach are an earthy yellow. And you can imagine a yellow rose, if you like, blossoming and opening. Filling up your left rib cage. And here we invite the light of clarity. So if there's any confusion in your life, you let that bright yellow light burn through confusion and unveil the answers that we seek. Any stress and tension, we let it go. Let's breathe into that beautiful yellow rose in our left rib cage. And with the exhale, blow out anxiety and worry. Let's clear these energies out of our body. And we breathe in peace of mind. Feel your whole body relaxing. Clarity and peace of mind. Thank you, spleen. Thank you, stomach. And then let's bring our awareness to our kidneys. Smile to your kidneys. Let the light come into the back rib cage. Let it fill your back. And then allow the light to turn a beautiful blue color. Blue is the color of the kidneys, the color of water, which is the element for the kidneys. And we imagine water flushing our kidneys, purifying our kidneys, purifying, taking away any impurities, any chemicals or toxins. And then we can breathe in wisdom. We can breathe in trust and knowing that everything is going to be just fine. Allow fearlessness to come into your whole being. And you can even say to yourself, I am fearless. And you can smile at that thought, I am fearless. You can say it over and over. We might have resistance to that, but you can imagine yourself standing tall, being strong, facing the world, knowing that everything turns out just as it's supposed to. Breathing into the kidneys. Thank you, kidneys. Any doubt melts away. Any fear flows away. And let's bring our attention back to our bodies. Imagine the Tai Chi pole. The Tai Chi pole is this invisible pole that goes from the center of the earth up through your feet, through your whole body, and up to heaven. If we lean to the left, it moves to the left. If we lean to the right, it moves to the right. The Tai Chi pole is always with us and allows us to connect to heaven and earth at all times. Breathing in the healing energy of Mother Earth. Let it fill your heart. Let it fill your mind. And then breathing in that infinite energy of heaven, insight, inspiration, blessings. Find that red rose in your heart. Imagine it like a flame. And with that, we will begin to come back into our bodies with a gentle sway, wiggle toes and fingers. Open your eyes when you're ready. And we are going to stand up. So take your time. We've been in a nice meditation, nice breath work. And take your time, I'll get there in just a second. I had a little technical difficulty, which is being resolved. Okay, here we go. And let's begin to bounce. Exhale through your mouth. The bouncing is good for our joints. So let's think about our ankles. You can lift and lower your heels, but focus on your ankles. And then notice your knees, little bounce. Breathe into your knees. Let's wiggle our hips. You can make circles if that feels good. You can wag your tail if that feels good. Big joints. Let's see how they are. And then let's focus on our shoulders. Lift and lower. Think about your elbows. You don't have to lift your arms. Can you sense your elbows? What about your wrists? You can wiggle them. Let's wiggle our head. Here we're bringing the awareness into our neck. You can look down, you can look up, side to side. And then let's take a deep breath as we raise our arms up. Big stretch here. Nice big breath, stretch, lengthen. And then let's come down as we throw it away. Let's ring the temple bell. And notice how you do this. There's so many different ways of doing it. Notice how you're doing it today. What are your feet doing? Today, my heel feels like lifting up. Sometimes my toes feel like lifting up. And sometimes I don't move my feet at all. So notice what feels good. Let's thank our organs. Let's bring our hands to the pubis, to the tail. Thank you, elimination organs and sexual organs. Hands come up. Thank you. Liver and spleen and kidneys connecting to your rib cage. Onto the sternum. Thank you, heart. Thank you, lungs. Begin to look behind if you're not looking behind. Oh, I've got all this beautiful pink clarkia behind me. Oh, so pretty. And then over your shoulders. And then let your arms dangle. Find a little bit more of a twist. Last three each side. And good. Let's come into tree pose. Toes forward, knees bent, tail down, hands by the no higher than your sternum. Shoulders, elbows relaxed. Think about the Tai Chi pole coming from the center of the earth through your body. This is if you were in a beam of light and flowing all the way up to heaven. Lengthen the spine, fill the vertebra with fresh air. Take the deepest breath of the day. And smile to your peaceful mind. With the next breath, bring your hands to about head, or you can bring it up if your shoulders are okay. Find that arch. And then let's make fists and bring the fist to your navel. Look at your fists. With the inhale, we arch. And with the exhale, find the curl. Opening the temple gate. Push the gates open. Receive the light of heaven. And imagine you're bathing yourself. Blessings, insights. With the inhale, you can release. And the exhale, bring in. Tuck your chin. Follow your breath. Stretch your hands. And then make fists. Sense the undulation of your spine. Find that tuck. Let's do 3 more. Gently massaging the spine, stretching. And this is our last one. Let's hold it as we open. Now bring your awareness to the sternum and stretch your pectoral muscles. So all these muscles in the chest are being stretched. Stretch through your elbow, shoulders, wrists, hands, open into standing sage. Deep breath in. And then let's bring all that wisdom right into our hearts. So hands slowly come towards your heart. Take a deep breath. As we move into the summertime, we move from the wood energy of the liver in springtime into fire energy of the summer. So today is about preparing our hearts. Let's do a little spiraling dragon. All right. Spiraling dragon. So palm is down to start, thumb is forward. and then the thumb goes down, and then the thumb goes behind you. So we're rotating the shoulder. We come across the body, and then we come over the head. We reach out to the side, palm is up the whole time, and we bring the palm in towards the side of the body. Your little finger brushes your waist, fingers back, fingers to the side. Inhale and exhale. This is also known as teacups. So you want to imagine a little teacup in the palm of your hand. This helps us to remember to keep the palm up all the time. With spiraling dragon, I like that name better. I just imagine I have a beautiful pearl in my palm. Reach out, sense your ribs opening. Look up, follow your hand. The gaze follows the hand. And let's do 2 more this side. Breathe into your shoulders and elbows. Bring the pinky finger into your navel. Let's reverse. We reach out to the side, palm overhead. Reach out, feel the ribs opening, and then spiral this time in front of your body. Let's use the weight. Inhale, shifting the weight from one foot to the other. Exhale. What are you feeling? Do you notice a spiral in your hips? I like to bring my pelvis forward as I inhale, looking up, finding an arch, and then exhale, tail back. Let's do 2 more. Notice how that arm feels. Imagine it loose and flexible. Other side. Palm down, thumb down to the earth, and thumb back. Let's come across the body. Open the ribs, look up. Exhale, tail back. Pelvis forward. Exhale. There's so much going on here. Just notice where you feel this in your body. And you probably feel it a few places. Ribs, maybe back, hips, shoulder. As you gaze at your hand, maybe you feel your neck. Spiraling dragon. So the imagery is the dragon spiraling through the universe, through the celestial seas, which is what the Chinese call the Milky Way. And usually he's chasing the phoenix. Let's do 1 more this direction. So there's a playfulness. You're twirling, spiraling, flying. Little finger to the navel. Let's reach out to the side. Overhead. Big reach. And then spiral in front of your body. Inhale. And exhale. Can you sense your tail? This becomes very smooth. I like it a lot. Let's do 2 more each this side. I think it involves all the joints in our body. Very nice. Give yourself a little shake. Let's take our hands. Go ahead and tap your kidneys and rub. Little rub over your body. Good. Let's rub our hands together. One clap. Drop your arms. And then with your left hand, let's make bird speak. So the fingers and thumbs touch. Let's scoop energy from the earth. And it's like we're feeding our bird. So you can imagine if you add a handful of bird seed. Bend your knees. This is called opening the heart-mind gate. Let's inhale. And with the exhale, we allow the arm to come across the body. Make bird speak. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. So it's fairly easy movement. And so we open the heart-mind gate. What does that mean? Let's pause right when we feed our bird. Notice my arm is covering my heart. That's the middle dantian, the heart mind. So I might be closed-minded. I might be closed emotionally. So this gesture of opening allows me to be more expansive. It allows me to be more open-minded, more compassionate, more open-hearted, opening. Sometimes we get stuck in our ways and our thoughts and our beliefs. And this is a wonderful gesture, asking our mind to become more open. If you want, shift the weight. So any gesture can be used with many different intentions. So at this time, let's send love and healing from our hearts out into the world. Love and healing. Just let it flow from your heart out your hands, beyond your fingers. Oh, I have a little butterfly playing. So you can use it to help to heal the world. You can also use it for yourself. Letting go. Release worry, release anxiety. So you can use it however you want to use it. That's what I love about Qigong. It's all about intention. The same movement can be used for so many different things. Let's do one more each arm, opening our hearts and minds. And then so it's a nice little arm exercise. Go ahead, shake it out. Let your arms dangle, knees slightly bent, close your eyes, and allow yourself to drift. Smile to yourself. Scan your body. Take a slow, deep breath. Now let's do just a little meditation here. I am well. I am happy. I am peaceful. Find your Tai Chi pole. Expand down to the center of the earth and expand up to the edges of heaven. Breathe into your whole Tai Chi pole. And smile as you know you are connected to all things. And then opening your eyes, give yourself a little shake. We're going to do one animal frolic as we leave springtime. This is a little more difficult than deer and snake, in my opinion, which are other ones we practice, but it's called frog. And, the frog is all about transformation. The frogs start off as little tadpoles, and then they go through this crazy looking thing where they have tails, but also little frog legs. And then they become frogs. So this is a nice one for the lower joints. You're going to bend your knees. And if you can, put your hands on the ground. And this is a nice stretch for your knees. I know some of you have knee issues. I totally relate. Mine aren't so bad right now. But you just want to sit here. And if you can, bring your hands back closer to your feet. Fingers point behind you. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. That might be too hard for you, but try. You can come out of it a little bit. And then fingers forward. We're going to start to push up. This might be hard, but go ahead. And we're going to come into a squat. Toes forward. And then we lift. And the weight is on my left foot. And I lift. Swimming frog. And then we come back down. Go into your deepest squat. And then we lift the other side. Left heel up off the ground. Let's inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. Reach and stretch from your toe all the way up. Exhale down. Good for our legs. Now, if you want, you can turn this into a balance exercise. You can see if you can lift and then come down. As low as you can. Let's do 2 more each side. It's good balance. We're really on one leg and our weight's over, so we have to adjust. It's a hard balance exercise. You've got it. And then let's come all the way up, reach up to the sun, and surround yourself with sunlight. Give yourself a little shake. Shake your hips, rub your knees. Good work. Let's place our hands on our hearts. Can you sense your heart beating? That gets our heart pumping, blood pumping through our body. Smile to your heart. Imagine that beautiful rose blossoming open. And then imagine it turning into a flame, igniting our spark of creativity. And good, let the arms come down. We practiced spiraling dragon. So we're going to practice grasping the phoenix tail. So if you want, you can imagine your spiraling dragon catching the phoenix and grasping. This has about 6 or 7 parts to it, but I think you're going to like it. I love this one. The palm goes up in front of the navel, and we do a little circle with our arm, and the elbow comes over the palm. And we shift the weight and we brush. It's like a brush. And then we grasp. So the palms face each other. We grasp the phoenix tail. We bring that energy of rebirth and renewal through our bodies. And then we float. We make a wave. And there's a press. Embrace tiger, cross wrists. Return to the mountain. Let's do that again. We spiral. Elbow over the palm. There's a brush. We pull on the phoenix tail. Oh, let's do something. I forgot this. We ward off. So there's a press, release, and then here's the wave. A wave of delight, a wave of love, wave of joy. Embrace tiger, return to the mountain. Palm up, find that little spiral, find your elbow, exhale, grasp the phoenix tail. The palm lands on the wrist. We push and press, release energy out, and a wave. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, wave of love. Exhale. Again. When we practice Phoenix, we're bringing in that immortal nature of the Phoenix. Rebirth, renewal, regeneration, rising from the ashes. The Phoenix is related to summertime, the heart energy. Breathing in your Phoenix, your immortality. Grasp, press, a wave of creativity. And make a window. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one more on each side. This has just got a beautiful flow to it. The rocking calms our nervous system. Yes. And then let's hold as we look through our window. And let's expand our joy. Let's expand our passion by bringing the left arm across, making the window even bigger. Let's gather from the earth. Let's gather from heaven. Let's find Wu Ji. Let yourself drift. 3 breaths. Deep breath in, rise up. With the exhale, sink down. And then bring your feet in a little closer together, about hip distance. In Chinese astrology, the phoenix used to be one of the 12 animals represented. And the legend has it that the phoenix represents the empress and the dragon represents the emperor. Well, there was one empress who didn't want to share her animal with anyone else. And so the phoenix was turned into a rooster, which is a male animal, interestingly. But so we practice the phoenix and the rooster. These are both the animals for summertime, as well as the crane. All of them have wings. I have to wrap my head around that. I'm not sure why that is. But let's do golden rooster stands on one leg. So you bring that fire in your heart. Imagine the golden flames. Shift the weight to one side. Float your hands to about the shoulder distance, and you lift your opposite heel. and then sink down. Transfer your weight. Inhale. So it's almost like we're making goalposts if you like football. Exhale down. So we do this with the breath. This is level 1. We rise up, golden rooster. So you bring in that pride of the rooster. You know, he's the king of the barnyard. He's making sure everybody's on good behavior. If you want more, you begin to balance. You can hover. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale, float down. And see if you can make this smooth. Inhale, we float, everything floats up. And with the exhale, everything sinks down. You can bring your knee towards your navel. Nice high rooster. With the breath, inhale, become light. Exhale, sink, become heavy. And let's do one more each side. Golden rooster. And we're going to add on. This is optional. You can do what we're doing, but we're going to inhale, kick, bring the foot back, and set it down. Inhale, kick, bring it back and down. Uh-oh, I kind of lost my balance there. And then let's see if we can do a sharp kick. Just a little quicker. Ooh. In, out. In, out. Very martial. 2 more each side. And good. Bring your hands onto your navel. Give your hips a little shake. Let's rub our pelvis. Come down to your knees. We did some leg work today. Good job. Between frog and rooster. I kind of wanted to, on my list, I have pulling the bow. And I think we're going to do that. It'll be we've done, and then we'll do one more arm, and that'll be just 2 more arm things. So with the pulling the bow, we take a wider stance. And again, we're going to bend. So this might be your bend. Maybe it's a little bend. Maybe it's a big bend. You want to take care of your body. Let's make a V with your thumb and first finger. Bring it into your heart. And then the other arm comes out and we come in. And then it's as if we were going to shoot a bow and arrow. Come down. With the inhale, we come up. And the exhale. And you gaze through your thumb and first finger. This helps to remind us what's most important. We ask our hearts, family, friends, bring it in. And then we remind ourselves, this is where our awareness, this is where our energies should go. And on other days, it might be, taking care of bills and taking care of your life. So whatever it is today, you remind yourself what's important. And we aim for that. Bring it into your heart. Exhale down. Let's do 2 more each side. Self-care, very important. Following your passions, very important. Last one, what's most important? Being happy today. Let's breathe it into our hearts. Bring it up to your head and surround yourself. Good. Give your legs a little shake. Rub your knees again. Your legs. You've asked a lot of them today. And then toes forward. Lengthen the spine with a deep breath. Slow your breath. Make it long and luxurious. And then laugh at your mind. A little self-humor. I don't know about you, but I crack myself up all the time. I hope you do too. I love laughing at myself. I'm amused at my thoughts. I think that's a really good thing. Pay attention, be light. And then let's sink into our knees. Float your arms up. Let's find our Tai Chi ball. And let's bring it over to one side. So one hand is on top of the other. This is harmonizing yin and yang. We see this a lot in Tai Chi. The bottom hand floats on the diagonal, goes from about hip to shoulder level, as if you're letting go of a frisbee. And then you find your ball on the other hip. As you exhale, we separate the Tai Chi, the yin and the yang. And with the inhale, we bring it back together. Exhale. Inhale. You can shift the weight if you like, or you don't have to. So harmonizing yin and yang, we let go of what we might not want or what we might have too much of, and we gather more of what we need. So let's let go of impatience. That's associated with the heart in summertime, and we gather more patience. Let go of impatience with yourself, with others, and we bring that beautiful energy of patience. It might be fear, doubt, could be confusion or grief. Maybe it's self-judgment. We inhale and exhale, harmonizing, blending, smoothing, recreating. You can make it big if you like, and then bring it small. Now let's do just a little bit of intention. We hold the ball. Let's keep the ball. So we roll and we bring the hand in. We're keeping that Tai Chi ball, imagining we're turning it upside down. Palms are connected, looks the same as harmonizing yin and yang, just a different focus, as if we're sculpting and molding perfect harmony and balance in our own lives. One more each side. We hate to waste a good balanced ball. Let's bring it up to the head. Breathe in balance and harmony. Your head, your mind, your spirit, your heart, into your body. Reach behind and gather. Spinning silk. Bringing fresh energy into our lower dantian. Follow your hand. We're reaching out to nature here, nature healing. Bring it into the heart. Bringing in love and passion, connecting to nature. I know all of you love nature. Bringing in the energy of the hummingbirds, the butterflies, the phoenix, the frog, the rooster. And then let's bring the energy into the third eye, our upper dantian, our spiritual nature. Bathing our spirits with peace of mind, and clarity, with joy and happiness. Let's do one more each side. Love this. This is spinning silk. And then on your own, just for a couple of times, feeling the energy. Where do you need it? Bringing in what you need today. And then let's keep the hands on the lower dantian, a couple inches beneath the navel. Find your Tai Chi pole, lengthen, become 1,000,000 miles tall. Breathe in with every pore of your body. Thank you, body. Hands come to the middle dantian, your heart mind. We've opened our hearts and minds today. Lots of good heart energy, more love, more laughter, more joy. Thank you, thoughts and emotions. And then up onto your upper dantian, our spiritual nature. We fed our spirits today, laughed with our spirits, smiled to them, embodied them. Take a deep breath, breathing in your spirit. Let your arms rise up and let that energy from your heart flow into your energy field as you surround yourself with your spiritual nature. Let's bring our hands to our hearts as we bow, and then we'll step in, gather one last time, earth, life, heaven, hands in prayer. Thank you so much for playing Qigong with me today.